Alright guys, third video for the day. Infowars crew member attacked and left bloodied by Crazed Leftists at Bernie Sanders rally. Sent to hospital for stitches. Something that you probably won't hear from mainstream media, and yeah, I'm glad Infowars is still going. I must admit I haven't checked up on them lately. But yeah, I'm still glad that Infowars is still going strong. We're still going at the very least. I think what happened to Alex was really, really unfair. I think that some of the leftist things that the mainstream media pushes, their conspiracies, are just as dangerous, if not as dangerous. And the only thing they could really get on Infowars was Sandy Hook. That was it. You know, if you start having to dredge up 20-year-old stuff to, or whatever it may be, to go through and to try and get someone banned off the internet, I don't think Infowars should have been banned. I really don't. But anyway, they are on banned videos, van.videos, I think is the web address. And I've actually gone and made an account there, so I might start uploading my videos there as well. But let's jump into it. So a member of Infowars crew was violently attacked by supporters of Senator Bernie Sanders at a rally in Texas on Sunday, requiring him to go to hospital for stitches. So Infowars host Owen Schroyer, it wasn't him, and his crew had attended the Austin rally with a bullhorn shouting things like Bernie Sanders lets the Democrats steal the election in 2016 and Trump 2020. The crew was repeatedly surrounded by crazed leftists who were upset about their presence. Unhinged Bernie supporters drew blood on my security tonight at the Bernie rally. These people are radical and violent. They're everything they claim to fight against. Schroyer tweeted with photos of the violent incident. So, in a follow-up video, Schroyer says that his security guard had to go to hospital to get stitches. We're on the verge of the left becoming so radical and unhinged that they will be violent in the streets. Let me tell you something, folks. If Bernie Sanders lets the Democrats steal the nomination from him again in 2020 and he doesn't fight back, they're going to fight back, he added for Sanders supporters. He added of Sanders supporters. The radical left is on the verge of a full-blown mental breakdown, which results in potentially deadly violence. Schroyer warned his kind of incident, just a hint of the violence will come if the leftists continue to be radicalized. And I would agree with him, actually, to be honest. I think the left is very much unhinged. We've seen it in Australia, we've seen it over in Europe, we've seen it in America. You can't blame Trump for this, because otherwise, then why is Australia, like in Australia, you know, we had Milo and Stephen Molyneux and future waifu literally turn up, and they almost were trying to push over a bus. Like, it was absolutely insane and crazy how rabid the leftists got, right? And look, at the end of the day, look, Stephen Molyneux, he's a philosopher, right? Is he on the conservative side? Sure. You know, is he more conservative than Donald Trump? Sure, maybe. But at the end of the day, I don't think there should be any limit on what we can and can't say. And that said, you know, look, at the end of the day, the left literally trying to push over a bus when Lauren Southern and Stephen Molyneux are arriving. Like, that was just the supporters on the bus, mind you. It wasn't even Lauren or Stephen. So, trying to push over a bus of supporters to want to go in and who have paid to go to an event, that was absolutely obscene. It really, really was. And then you had Antifa over in Germany with like the G20, G7, all these sort of summits and everything, literally starting riots. Now, if you want to claim that the left is rabid because of Donald Trump, then what's the excuse for the rest of them and the rest of the world? There is none. It's not a Donald Trump thing. It's a leftist thing. There was a study that came out the other week, I think it was, saying that the left is more prone mental illness. We can talk about this very quickly because I didn't talk about it when it came out. So we had this, which backed it up, and so here, survey confirms previous research. Left-wingers are more prone to mental illness. So a previous Gallup study found Republicans had significantly better mental health than Democrats. A recently completed survey correlating political orientations with mental illness confirmed the finding of a previous study. Those on the political left are significantly more likely to have been diagnosed with a mental illness than those on the right. Interesting, isn't it? The news survey of over 8,000 people conducted by science blog Slate Star Codex found that those embracing left-wing political beliefs are more likely to be diagnosed with mental illness. The reports, the Summit News, reveal that the further left people are, the more likely they are to have been formally diagnosed with depression, borderline personality disorder, bipolar disorder, or schizophrenia. Wow. In addition, the results show the highest percentage of respondents, 38%, who have been diagnosed with a form of mental illness, had also identified politically as Marxist. Bernie supporters, anybody? And said the report, in conjunction with just 12.1% of conservatives, say they have been diagnosed with a mental disorder. These findings confirm the previous study, an extensive series of surveys involving more than 4,000 interviewed, conducted over the course of the 4 years. Gallup pollsters in 2007 reported that Republicans had significantly better mental health than Democrats, with independents ranking in between the two parties. And here's the actual survey here, which tends to be taking a while. So, 7,938 respondents. Yes or no? So a large portion, around 60%, were from America, 59.9%. Interesting, Australia actually made up around 3.6%. So race was overwhelmingly white with 88.2%. Interesting enough, there was no other for sex. Gender, there was a few different variations. There's 2% that was transgender male to female. And then there was female and mostly male. Sexual orientation was obviously largely straight. Relationship style is before monogamous. Relationship is single, was pretty split. Religious views, atheist or non-spiritual was a large percentage. But yeah, here's all the results here. Like, it just very, very in depth. So, am I surprised that that were attacks? No. Do I think it was a wise move going to a Bernie supporters meeting, shouting things like Trump 2020 and he let them steal the election? Probably not. But at the end of the day, I also don't think you should be attacked for saying anything. Like, America's supposed to have freedom of speech, right? And I do think it's kind of ironic that a whole bunch of socialists or communists, as we like to call them, let's not beat around the bush here. And that's what most people that support Bernie are. I'm not saying he's necessarily a communist, but he has a lot of communists supporting him. There's videos out there from the Veritas, for example, Project Veritas, that have gone on about, that they're going to put conservatives in gulags and going on about how they were supposedly going to go through and riot in the streets. The cities will burn if Bernie doesn't win. It's all violence, isn't it? You don't see this from the Trump campaign, but I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. I hope the security guard is okay. I don't think he deserves this. Look, he's just doing his job. He really, really is. Even if you have a problem with Infowars, and even if, for some reason, you think you're justified in attacking people in the street, the security guard wasn't doing anything. He was just doing his job. But guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. You know the mainstream media is not going to cover this because at the end of the day, it doesn't fit the narrative. If it had been the other way around, it'd be front page news for weeks. But no one's going to cover this because it's against their agenda. Except us, we will. We don't have an agenda. It's weird, that isn't it? We seem to cover everything. Let us know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the 3 videos today. Let me know what your favourite was in the comment section. Let us know what your thoughts on Infowars are in the comment section below. Apart from that, guys, I will see you tomorrow in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great night and enjoy.